aviation enthusiasts, this is a Cessna 170 airplane with the engine in the front
and the tail and the wheel in the back.
And the wheel in the back. And for those of you who are desiring of learning about airplanes and aviation, I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour of the aircraft. I'm stepping over to the aircraft now. The first thing we want to do is we want to talk about the flippy flops. Sometimes the cameraman is a little bit giddy and excited on these occasions and begins to laugh. But this is one of the many flippy flops on the airplane. This is the left-hand flippy flop. And the difficulty in using this is that while you're in the air, you cannot get outside the aircraft to flippy flop it. Thusly, this flippy flop is connected
Oh, shoot.
to what is commonly called a stick on real airplanes. The stick will make the flippy flop go flippy flop. However, since this is somewhat of a real airplane, the stick is connected to the wheel. And if the cameraman would step forward, we can give you a view. This stick is sticking out the wrong way on this airplane. Normally a stick would be coming up somewhat.
Ah!
Oh!
Oh, Jesus. How to get zapped by the flaps.
Normally the stick would be up somewhat similar to that, but that is not the stick. As the cameraman discovered, that's the flap handle, and that's another flippy flop that only goes flop. But in any case, this is really not a stick, but it looks like a stick, and it's attached to a wheel. The pilot will sit there and turn the wheel to make a flippy flop go on that side and also on the other side to make the airplane do something. To the rear flipper portion of the aircraft. We pilots refer to this as the RFP, which is rear flipper portion. One of the rear flipper portions really doesn't flip, but it is in the rear, so we could still refer to it as the rear portion. This is the rear flipper portion. You notice how it flips. This flipper is also attached to the stick, which is attached to the wheel, but not the other thing that you really think is the stick on a real airplane. This is the up and down flipper. The up and down flipper moves like this. And again, you have the very same difficulty as you have with the flippers on the other part of the airplane, in that you can't get outside to do this while you're flying. Thusly, you have pedals, which will allow you to flip back and forth. If we step around to this side of the airplane, you have the right side of the airplane, which is generally duplicated as in the other side of the airplane. Now we're going to take a short break so that the cameraman can give you a view of the airport here as he turns around to his right. You'll notice the orange item hanging down over there.
Yeah.
That's over there.
What is that?
That, I'm not sure what that is. Most airports have them, and I think it's just a larger indicator, thusly, that you could find the airport. And as you gaze on down to the right, you'll notice a nice country scene, perhaps a few other airplanes.
I think it's time to go look at a different airplane.
I think so. Why don't you all